Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. This is Stephen here, logging in with another live stream for the 5th of December 2023. Good grief, Christmas is just around the corner now. It's only a couple of weeks away. So I hope you've got your turkey and all your trimmings ready, because it's getting to the point where it's going to get manic in the shops just before we get a couple of days closing. But it's certainly feeling a lot more cold and wintry. We had about an inch of snow in Birmingham over the weekends, which caused chaos, as it usually does in the UK. But hey, you know, I'd imagine Wolfgang would probably hear that message and think, I'm sorry, an inch? Yeah, an inch. That's enough to cause chaos in the UK, trust me. So we're back again with Derail Valley. I've been playing getting a few jobs done offline and everything else, just to build up some money. And tonight we are recreating a classic childhood story. So without further ado, let's get into the game and get on with it, shall we? Okay, so here we are. We are in the valley, and we have a little S060. And this is going to be a little engine that could. Where do I rated for about 400. T-Bone. You do realise that you've tried this stunt before with an S282 and it failed miserably. Yes. Are you sure this is a wise strategy? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Anyway, to give you some idea, behind this loco, we've got 4 jobs. One of them is going to the steel mill. The other 3 are going to the harbour. Now, I've managed to get one of the mods working that I couldn't do last time. I can't show you on screen, which is really annoying. I did try by using a browser source, but it didn't like me for whatever reason. But I have like a remote dispatch mod. So what I've actually been able to do is set the points ahead of time for this route. But I mean, it's a very, very long train. I mean, if I just walk towards the back or run towards the back, you can see it stretching off into the distance. This is a humongous train for this little engine to pull. Still going. Still going. So I don't know if you can just about make it out, but the back of this train is all the way over here. You might see a little white dot appear occasionally. It's all the way back here. Anyway, we need to get a move on, so let's do a little bit of teleporting to get back to the loco and get it fired up. So I've handed all these jobs in. You might think this is an exercise in futility. You could be right. You might very well be right. But it's lovely to be back on stream. I've had to take a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, mainly down to personal issues. Yeah, my mental health hasn't been great recently, it has to be said. But it looks like this loco is pretty much ready to go. All I need to do. So the coal's full. I think we're okay with the tender as well. Before I light everything. Yeah, we're full on the tender, so we're good to go. Right. Now I don't need you. What I need is the lighter. Come here. Come here, the lighter. No, I don't want you. No, stop it. There we go. Come on, baby, light my fire. Okay. Good stuff. All right. So let's get that fire lit. Let's get the temperature boiler. Let's get this. Get the temperature coming up. Fire on the fire. So that's coming up nicely. So the gauge I'm looking at is this one. So we need to get that towards about 1,000 degrees centigrade. Yeah, I know. Okay, while we're doing that, I'm just going to check the sight glass as well, which is down here. We could do with a little bit more water, so I'm just going to bring that up. And I'm also monitoring the steam pressure as well. As we do that. Don't want to do much more than that because we're down now to 13 bar. Okay, so let's open the cylinder cocks, bring the reverser forward. Check the appliances. I'm going to do it the lazy way, so lubricator and air pump, please. I don't need the dynamo at the moment, obviously because of the time. In fact, what time is it in the valley? It is coming up to 9:45 valley time, so we need to get cracking. There's that familiar little dance sound as from the air compressor. I must admit, I've been driving the 282 a lot, but I really like the 060. And one of the reasons I like it is look at the view, look at the visibility on it. It's great. You know, little tank engine. It's wonderful. Right, let's close this door. Get out of the way. Thank you. Right. Okay, so brakes are pressurizing. That's good. Make sure the independent's off. Also, while I think about it, handbrake. Yep, a number of times I've made that mistake. Okay, so all pressurized and ready to go, I think. Okay, brakes into running. All right, I think my checklist is about complete. Almost blower. Yeah, so we're going to need the blower for a little bit of time, to help with the temperature. But let's pull that. Start pulling the throttle. Well, about halfway is good. Oh, it's pulling it. Let's give it a little more. Let's give it about 9 bar. Beautiful. Okay, close the cylinder cocks. Put a bit more water in. Okay, boiler temperature's at about 1,000 degrees right now, but will come down. Come back a couple of notches on the reverser. Okay, I want to reduce the amount of water I'm injecting. All right, this is going well. As per the story, you can almost hear the chuffs going, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Beautiful. T-Bone, have you completely lost your mind? No, I haven't lost my mind. Look, seriously, it's the little engine that could. It's a classic children's story. All about a little engine that could. Because the big engines didn't want to. Oh. Okay, let's shut the throttle off. For the time being. I just saw the sight glass and I'm thinking, oh. Yes, things could get extra crispy if I'm not careful. So I'm just going to allow the train to roll. Well, I think it's picking up speed. It is. I must be on a downhill gradient. Oh, it's a bit misty and murky this today. Okay, let's get some coal in the fire. Oh my word, she's really picking up. I think this could be one of these where I have to control it on the brakes. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's shut that off there. Okay, 60 limit. We're doing okay. Look at that. Just gives you some idea what we're pulling. I don't want to stay at the cab for too long though. Disaster may strike. And there's the back. Beautiful. Okay, I think I need a little bit of independent. Or a little bit of train, I should say. Let's get some brake on. T-bar should be good. The only problem with the speedometer on this, I cannot see what speed we're actually doing above 60. But I get the feeling that I had not put the brakes on there, that may have been a bit of a catastrophic start. Okay. Yeah, should be able to trim back the blower now. Quite easily. Is it raining? Oh boy, it's raining. Where's the wiper switch? Is it this one? No, that's the belt. Although, I think we're going to need to... Oh. I think that was lightning. Okay, let's take a brake set of 2 bar. And how are we getting on? Well, okay, but we're approaching CT6 Southwest, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, let's release the brakes. So we're doing fine for water. Coal, oh my word. Okay, release. We may want to take the damper down a little bit. Mind you, I know there's quite a sharp turn coming up. About 30 kilometers an hour, which is about 20 miles an hour. Just under, actually. Okay, where are the wipers on this thing? Is it this? Is it this one? No. That might be the headlight switch. I'll find them. start chuffing a little. Get us a little bit of speed. Yeah, we're coming up to the junction at City Southwest now, so can't go too quick. There's something about the design of this loco as well. I love the brass work and the way that regulator's done. So you can really see how far you've actually, how much regulator you're using. Okay, I can start easing her off now. Okay, coast. Just come around this steep turn. That gives you an idea. So then, T-Bone, what brings you back to streaming, considering you're having all these issues to do with mental health? I'll tell you what brought me back. One of the things that brought me back is actually you guys. It's my subscribers. And particularly a comment I received on the last one I had. Basically the last live stream I had, which was really kind, and it's actually from a new subscriber, so it's really good. In fact, I've just looked at the chat. Good evening to my regulars, good evening to Kuba, good evening to Rod. Great to see you here, and it's lovely to be back on back live. My day's been okay. I was due to go to the doctor's, but unfortunately somebody parked across the driveway, which is always a bit of an annoyance, to say the least. But my GP's trying to arrange some counselling for me, which would be good. Okay, let's open her up. Okay, back into the cab. But great to see you guys. I know it was a bit short notice. And also, my mother's watching downstairs. So, say hello to Mom. She's waving. I wonder whether anyone knows where that reference comes from. I'll be amazed if they do. Okay, I don't want to go too quick, because I know there's another 30 coming up. Keep seeing all these flashes, it's weird. Rod says hi to Mom. Oh, 40 on a 30. The train police will pull me over. Just going to use a little bit of light injection. Open her up a little bit. In fact, a lot. Try and get the speed up a little bit. So our first drop off today is to the steel mill, which is right at the back of the train, and the rest is going to Harbour and Town. Now the thing about this train, or this engine I should say, is the water capacity. So what I'm planning to do is when we get to the steel mill, I'm planning to get this loco refueled, basically refilled and topped up with water. Meanwhile, I hope Rod's day and Cuba's day went really well, and anyone else who's watching the stream at the moment. I keep seeing a flash and I'm thinking, what's going on? It does seem a little bit odd. Well, we need to try and establish a bit of steam pressure. So I'm going to have to shut off. But also, again, I need to put some water in the boiler, which is going to diminish our steam pressure even more. That's not good. All right, let's put some... let's get some coal going as well. Oh, and the lamp's fallen off. Hang on. Let's put you back here. Let's put you back where you belong. Hey, fantastic Cooper. Passed its stress test with 81 degrees C. Welcome to playing PC. That's awesome. It's, yeah, too right it is, Rod. Although we've had some very cold nights recently, well into the minus figures. As I was saying at the start of the stream, we had here we had an inch of snow on Sunday, and of course the UK doesn't do snow, so you can imagine how well that went. Just going to open the blower up a little bit, and also that. I need to get the fire temperature up and get the pressure up. Because at the moment, I can't really use... Look, steam pressure's awful. Look at that. Right, let's get the coal filled up. So I'm just having to coast at the moment, which is really annoying. Mind you, where are we? Just coming up to the farm. Okay, that should be blower full on. There it is. Okay, fire temperature's coming up, which is good. That's going to help. Right, speed's down to 30 now. Unbelievable. Injectors are closed, that's fine. Just gonna use a little bit of pressure, but I don't want to use too much. Just to keep us going. So the only thing that really annoyed me today was I was waiting for a package from Amazon, which was just a tire pressure and tire inflator for the car. And of course, Amazon give you a 2-hour window. Fine. So I hear the doorbell downstairs, and I rush downstairs, only to find it's somebody trying to sell me something, and it's like, do you want to change your energy provider? No, go away. Okay, pressure's coming back. This is good. There's a steel mill. I know that I'm going to have to use a little bit more throttle. In fact, a lot more throttle, because I think there's a hill just coming up there. Coming up towards the steel mill. Oh, I'm sorry, a gradient. But I'd certainly like to, yeah, I'd like to thank everyone that's supports the channel, subscribes, comments. Oh, tell me about it, Rod. He's incredibly annoying. Supports the channel, comments, puts a like on the video. It all helps. It really does. And it's your comments and it's the comments and feedback that really keep me going and make me think, you know what, this is actually worth doing. Okay, I'm going to shut off for now because I've just seen that I need some water. It's just degrading my steam pressure though every time I do this. Oh, and for Cuba's benefit, delay today is 17 seconds. I wouldn't say that it's become a chore, Rod. I think it's sometimes when you have issues with when it comes to mental health, there are times when you just lack motivation to do something. That's the thing. So it's not so much about something being a chore. Come on, get up there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it when you're being Hewitt. Almost. She's going to run out of steam pressure. Oh, bless her. As long as she's still chuffing, that's the main thing. The only thing is, I've got to put more water in it. Okay, we're being rolled back. Hang on. Brakes, please. Thanks, Roger. I'm glad you'll be there when you are. Hello, Wolfgang. Returning from flying in France. I hope you're well and having a good I wonder what the weather's like actually in Sweden. It's probably really wintry yet. No, I have not blown up yet. Oh, ye of little faith. I've stalled out, but I've not blown up. Okay, I need to get my steam pressure back. Ah, that would explain it. So who would have thought to be recreating a classic children's classic children's story? I haven't blown up yet. Thank you, Rod. I can always count on you. But yes, the last stream. I think part of the reason was the last stream, cold and snow. Yeah. Although probably Sweden actually copes with snow, unlike us. There we go. Boiler pressure's coming up nicely. Sweden can cope with a few inches or feet of snow. We can't. We get an inch and it's absolute chaos. Which is exactly what happened on Sunday. My mother commented on it. Oh, we've had some snow. How much? 1 inch, right? You have a lot of faith in me. Of course you do, Wolfgang. Of course you do. Right. Shovel. Okay, let's get this get the engine pressure absolutely to top notch. Oh yeah, absolutely. We get a bit of snow, the whole thing goes mental. It ends up on the mainstream news channels, BBC, ITV. Oh, there's been snow in this place and people are struggling to get to work and everything else. And they've always got somebody, you know, driving around in their car, you know, pictures of somebody with, you know, driving in the car with the car tires slipping and everything else like that. faith that I'll blow it up. Thanks, Wolfgang. Yeah, that's like me having faith in you landing properly. Although I did get your message about potentially flying online, so yeah, well, we can look into it. I've downloaded Flight Sim and I've got it installed. I just haven't gotten around to do anything with it yet. Although I've applied to rejoin a virtual airline, so I'll be flying with British Airways Virtual. Right, where is the sander? That's the headlights. Injector. Blow down. No. Blower. Wipers. Bell. Oh, it's there. Okay, it's this lever. Okay, let's get some sand down because I think we're going to need it. No, not you. You. Okay. Open the cylinder cock. All right. Brakes off. No. That's the reverser. Full forward. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. So you're clearly learning then. Let's go full. 15 bar. Although the sight glass is absolutely full. Where's the blowdown? There you go. Oh, she's pulling. I have to say, this engine is plucky. $650 tons on a grade. And she's doing it. Wow, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You confirmed Wolfgang apparently confirmed gravity, or rather the autopilot did. Oh dear. Meanwhile, as far as the way I've been spending my time, I've recently returned to playing a bit of World of Tanks, but my goodness, I'm out of practice. That's the thing about that particular game. You really do have to keep on top of it. You have to play perhaps a couple of hours a day to be any sense of competent, just to keep your skills honed. The autopilot doesn't work at all. Get a new one. Let me guess, the autopilot had developed a puncture. And everybody's going, a puncture? Yeah, a puncture. Oh, my word. Come on, that's a great film reference. Yeah, she's doing nicely. All right, let's get back in the cab. All right, she's going to need some water. Don't think I need much more speed than that. There we go. Somebody's got it. Oh, so Wolfgang has started playing Satisfactory. Well, hopefully you're enjoying it. I do need to get back to it at some point. It's just such a... The task ahead of me is so big. It's unbelievable. It's a massive build I've got to do. Okay, let's have a look at my other mod. So this is to do with remote dispatch. Okay, so I can see I'm pulling in. I just need to get the back of the train into the point. Okay, good. So, yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay, so that's going to be the back of the loco. In. Okay, so I'm just going to dump the coal. Like so. Right, so I need to unhook the... Oh, good door! Get out of the way. Steam is really buggy. After I fix that Satisfactory, after 3 years of wanting to play it. 1 hour and 50 minutes. Cut it down to 1 episode or make 5. Well... The thing about Satisfactory, it is one of those games, and Dee will testify to this, that when you get into it, it's always going to be, you start playing it and then you do a little bit and then you do a little bit more. And it's always one of those games where you go, oh, just one more thing. And that's how it works. Okay, so let's head towards the back of the train. We're offloading scrap metal at the steel mill. Then comes the headache of God knows how many item trees. Yes. Yes, tell me about it. It's relatively straightforward in the first couple of tiers, but once you start getting to oil and you start making plastics and computers and circuit boards, oh boy. And it gets more complicated from there. Once you get into aluminium, apparently it's a lot worse. Okay, here we go. This is the job. Yeah, that's it. Just a little bit more. Oh, just a little bit more. Oh, hang on. I've just forgotten something. Oh, why isn't this working? Yeah, that's exactly how Satisfactory works. The one thing I want to do is get flying again. In fact, I would like to buy... recently, the government, thank you very much, government, have realised that I actually have limited work capability, which is good. And they've even paid me a little bit of back pay, which is even better. So I was able to treat myself to Flight Sim as an early birthday present, which is great. And I'm going to also treat myself to the Phoenix Simulations Airbus 320, because I'm very much... I like flying... I like generally flying fast jets, airline. I like doing that kind of flying. Initial thing to hub to tier 6. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it always starts. And you get to the point where Ada basically says to you, okay, you're on your own. Oh, thanks. No, it's not that side. I'm trying to find the station building. I know it's down. I know it's on the one side. I think it's up here. So let me hand the rear job in. There it is. Update. I can now walk again with a keyboard. That sounds like an interesting disability, Cuba. I'm kidding. All right, let's get this job in. Thank you. Oh, 2 minutes off. So close. Darn it. Nearly got it in time. Okay, so first job. There's 9 grand. Is there anything going to harbour? Steel mill to harbour. Well, I'm not hauling that. That's 800 tons. You must be joking. I could do something like that, but I'm keen to just get the rest of the jobs done. As Wolfgang points out, isn't it easier to walk using legs? Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, using a keyboard seems to be a bit of a strange crutch. Sounds like, I'll tell you something, the humour's getting better in this stream, isn't it? It's great. Incidentally, guys, I don't know what's wrong with the live chat replay. I haven't got a clue. But I have made a couple of changes in OBS just to some of the layout, particularly when I'm just on camera and when I'm in the chat screen. So I've done that. Although I did have a bit of a minor technical issue, which I managed to sort out. Apparently, Kuba can walk better with a keyboard, but a bit better than usual in comparison to using his legs. Oh, fantastic. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, let's put some water in. This is exactly why I took the coal out of the boiler, because otherwise it would have gone kaboom. Or should, well, more correctly, coal out of the firebox. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, we definitely need to refuel. There's no way we could have got to the harbour. Oh, the comedy indeed. In fact, I was watching Heist at the weekend, and he's got an early access key to a game that's coming out in early access in about a couple of weeks' time, which is Railroader. But why not Kaboom? Well, simple. I took the coal out of the firebox. So as soon as that happens, the fire temperature drops. Oh no! Oh dear! Why? Because I'm actually driving a steam loco properly. Good grief! I bore you to tears in an aircraft, then, Wolfgang. Considering I go through checklists and all this kind of stuff, and program flight management guidance computers, and yeah, test the fire alarms and all that kind of jazz. Right, so let's disconnect the loco to the rest of the train. I have done. Right, okay. Good. All right, let's pull it forward then. Should be able to do this on residual. He says. I know. Then place the coal back in the firebox. I will. I will when I'm on my way to the harbour. Okay. So the thing about this game is, I have to say, one of the things I have to say when it comes to playing it, the driving, spot on. In fact, it was one of the things watching Heist play Railroader. The driving's nowhere near as good, but Railroad is actually about building a railway company. Yeah, when it comes to flying in, no, I'm not one of these that just pushes buttons, no. And as I said, I've applied to join a virtual airline. Again, so I'll be flying with British Airways virtual. So that means my call signs will either be Speedbird or Shuttle, depending on what I'm flying. Although if you want to see a really good channel to do with airlines, there's a channel called Approach and Departure Videos, and it's fantastic. It really is. Come on, back up. It is superb because there's loads of cameras on a flight deck of an Airbus. I think it's probably a 320 or something like that. And it's a couple of German pilots that fly for Eurowings. And they even talk about what they look for when they walk around an aircraft, and they take you through some of the pre-flight checks and all that kind of stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well worth it. I did comment because on one of the landings, because I think they were coming into Dusseldorf. Either Dusseldorf or Berlin or something like that. And they were... I could tell it was a tricky landing because of the way the wind was. There was points where they were flying into a headwind, then a tailwind, then a headwind, and that's tricky. That's really, really tricky. So I commented it on it, and they actually replied, which was nice. Same with Heis. I left a comment on one of Heis's videos to do with the fact that I was having problems stalling out on various gradients, and he actually gave me some advice. Well, that was great of him. I really like, because Heis has just got up to 100k subscribers. I love it when channels do that. When they come back to you, like bigger channels, and they come back to you and do that kind of stuff. I think it's fantastic. Ah, misaligned. I just missed out. Okay. It's not far, though. London to Sydney. Yeah. It used to be there was a stop off at Singapore. Stream the entire thing. Oh. You see, the thing about flight sims, and particularly when you fly commercial stuff, the interesting bit is, you know, all the pre-flight stuff leading to the taxi, basically the taxi, the takeoff, you know, the departure, climbing up to cruise. Once you get to cruise, not much to do. And then the next part is going to be top of descent down to actually approach the airport and eventually land and taxi in. And those are the interesting bits, realistically. You know, and that's the fact of them. That's the fact. That's a fact. So it's one of the reasons I appreciate. I think it's Air Force Proud 95. He did a video. He has a lot. He does that kind of thing in his editing. Okay. Have I completely lost pressure at this point? Maybe. Okay. Brakes off. In forward. Yeah. Hopefully that is aligned. No vehicle. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is one of the reasons why I tend to, when it comes to servicing a loco, I tend to just pay the fees. Yeah, I get it, Wolfgang. That's why you do short flights with lots of starts and landings. Yeah, and you're very much a light aircraft person, low and slow, which is fine. You know, I don't mind flying low and slow occasionally. I'll probably fly a PA-28 or something like that. The main reason I fly a Piper PA-28, or one of the main reasons, is because the engine is made by Porsche. So I can say, hey, look, I'm flying a Porsche. The jokes are coming thick and fast today. There is that side. Plenty of opportunity to mess up. Yeah. I do not have a lot of steam pressure left. That's a bar's worth of steam pressure. It's just about moving. That'll do though. I don't need much more than that. I've just got to get this aligned with the water pipe now. Roughly. That should do it. About there. Should do it. Because what I should be able to do now is actually play around with the water pipe and get it in position. Oh, come on. I remember this being finicky last time. Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely finicky. My approaches give T-bone heart attacks. Yeah, that's true. I don't know about heart attacks, but it certainly gives me moments where I'm thinking, too high, too fast. What the hell are you doing? He's approaching an airport. What's that? Well, it's a big place with buildings and a runway, but that isn't important right now. I must admit, I need to watch Airplane again. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, that's better. I can get that view. Now then, reverse. Brakes off. Come on, that should do it. What? How is that misaligned? Seriously? Oh, I had it for a sec. I heard it. Right, so I click it here. Hang on. I heard it. It literally is between those two positions. I feel like I'm on the checkout counter at Tesco's. Okay, have I bought the diesel yet? Oh, you'll find out. You mean the big diesel? Okay, this might need a slight reverse. There it is. I was not kidding either. Wow. Okay, good. Right, let's get this filled up. Okay, 4,500 litres. Brilliant. Okay, pay. Oh, did I pay for the coal? I don't know if I did. don't think I did. Let me just check. No, it's only got 0.6 of coal. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right. No, I didn't pay for the coal. I'm going to have to do it again. Darn it. Okay, but it does mean I can actually put some water in the boiler while I'm aligned. Okay, up to about halfway would be good. Yes, I'm filling the kettle. I'll make another copper, shall I? Okay, so now I've gotten to that point, what I should be able to do is, while it's aligned, I'll put some more water in. Yep, cost me another $50. There we go. Meanwhile, if you wonder what's happened to D, I did manage to speak to him. He's okay. He's just going through a couple of issues, a couple of medical issues. But I'm sure he'll be back to full strength soon. I don't want to go into too much detail because detail, to be fair. There we go, Cuba. I'm putting the coal back in. All right, that's full. Now, I've got no pressure at all. Problem is, what time is it in the valley? It's nearly 10 past 8 in the evening. I think this is a good juncture to actually go back to the station building and go to sleep. I'm not going to get the bonuses anyway for the harbour jobs. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing okay. He's been very supportive towards me as well. I think if we live just down the road from each other, he would be definitely the kind of person I would go to the pub and have a very pleasant evening and a few drinks, you know. And probably a taxi ride home and pick the car up the next day. That kind of friend. Ah. I think at some point a trip to Edmonton is definitely advised. Okay, so 20 past 8 in the valley. Let's go to sleep. Oh, 20 past 9, sorry. All right, so 20 past 4 in the morning. Yes, please. That has my alarm gone off? Some things will never get old. Anyway, unlike me. Okay, good stuff. Now, so 20 past 4 in the morning. So it'll be getting light in about 2 hours. Okay, so I need to go. I just need to reverse back to the coal hopper. But first of all, I need some steam. So here we go. Also, I could do with a bit more light, I think. So I'm gonna have to start the dynamo. I'm gonna do it the laser. Well, lubricator, air pump, dynamo, and there's the cab light. Okay, brakes off. Wow, it's going through the coal quick. Always does first thing in the morning. Got that pressure up. So look at the sight glass. Oh, blimey. Looks like I'm going to have to blow down. Hang on. Just a little bit. Come on. There we go. Lots of steam coming out of the cylinders there. Now then, let's get backed up. That'll do. Couple of chuffs. Oh, headlights. Yep, should have a reverse set. Nope. Okay, at which point I'm probably going to have to keep juggling this a little bit. Independence. Into forwards. Listing out. Hopefully that's the right place. Yep, let's take you with me. Yep, that's ready. Perfect. Okay, let's do this correctly this time. He says. I'm paying for it. There we go. Okay, forward lights on. Bit more shoveling. There we go. Okay, blower. Yes, please. Right then. Someone's been awoken at 4 o'clock in the morning going, oh, what the heck was that? Ooh, did you? Fantastic. Yep, Stream Deck is very useful. I'll just use the software on my tablet for now. And that seems to be working, generally speaking, fine. Particularly now I've actually bought a Wi-Fi extender. And it's fine. Does what I want it to. I wouldn't mind a dedicated device at some point. In fact, I could see me having two. Because there's one way you can adjust sound levels for things like Discord. Which would be very, very useful. Okay, close the cinder cocks. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, it's a very handy device. I agree with you. What I tend to say though is if you want to try streaming out, just get the software on a tablet or a mobile phone first if you want like a Stream Deck. But if you're going to do it regularly, it might be worth the investment. Although in my case, I'm managing on a tablet just fine. So I'm very much on the opinion of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. Oh, we need water. Okay, independence off. That's enough. Right, you can actually download, when it comes to Discord, depends which one you've got, but you can get extensions to do with Discord in terms of like muting things. I know that, but I know they have one with actual volume knobs that you can use, which is a separate device. But it's early one morning, just as the sun was rising. Okay, great. Okay, that's hooked up. Now, let me look at the jobs. What have I got at the back? This is where the dispatcher's quite handy. $59. I have SU13 at the back, so SU13. What? Really? Yeah. This is a job I've... Hang on. What's SU13 doing there? Unless I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, well, this could get interesting. Alright, let me just have a look at the back of the train. Right, I'm a Newton Bitter. Yeah, there's also all sorts of things you can trigger on a Stream Deck. I tend to use it very, very simply at the moment. Oh, I see. No, I don't need that job. SC13. No, it's FH24. He's at the back. Okay. Sun's coming up nicely. It's like a beautiful morning. Okay, so yeah, FX24's at the rear. That's going to C2I. Right, so I'm going to have to approach the junction and reverse it. Okay, so I can't preset it. Fair enough. Right, in that case, let's get going. More coal. I think I'm going to have to set the damper. Couple of clicks. Okay. Into forwards. All right, brakes off, and here we go. Should be a bit lighter. Okay, we'll bring the blower back. One click on the reverser. And away we go to Harbour and Town. Another click. Should be able to get 60 out of her. Client ID. Not sure when it comes to that. I've never really set it up properly on Discord like that. Okay, which way am I going? Oh, the wrong way. Or am I? That's a long way to the harbour, dude. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, brakes on. I'm not backing up from this point. Hang on. Let me go to load and save. Where am I? Here. Okay, so before I set off, basically. It's probably a good idea. Didn't realise I was pointing in the wrong direction. Oops. So I need to run round. Okay. And I'm hooked up already. Darn it. No, 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 no. No. Okay, let's shake those glad hands. Thank you very much. Okay, so we need to go forward. I need to go back to the turntable now and then go run around the train. Okay, independence off. Yeah, but in terms of the Stream Deck, Wolfgang, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Similarly with OBS, you know, I didn't figure it out overnight. In fact, with my stream loops recently, that was the problem I was having. I was having a problem with the stream loops that I have for like the pre-stream lobbies and everything else, and it took me a little bit of a while to fix that. And it's ever since the OBS has been updated. But got it sorted, that's the main thing. Hopefully the turntable is in the right place. Looks it. Right, let's put that away. That was a 282 there. Or what's it giving us? Is the question. Don't roll off the end, don't run off the end, don't run off the end! Don't know. I'd have to look at the wheel configuration. Right, let's get this turn around. Dun, 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 dun. Thunderbirds are a go. I love the fact I found the keybinds for that. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to have a look. I'm curious. What have they given us? What's this 282 for configuration? Ah! Mew! I can't get out of here now. Hang on. Come on. There we go. They've given us a 4. That's a 484. Wow. Nice. D2. Okay, I can't say anything else. Nothing unusual. Okay, let's back this up, shall we? Yeah, sounds like a good idea to me. Two clicks, I think, should do it. Good opportunity to also make sure that we have enough water. There we go. Now, do we have an issue with this? Well, that's a very good question. Let's have a look. We do, because in order to go run round, we're going to have to push these forward. But the problem with that is... give me a second. Houston, we may have a problem. Okay, so what's the problem? Well, the problem is... Okay, so I've just delivered that job. If I shove this load... Oh, good grief. Do I have enough room to get past it is the question. I don't think I do. Oh dear. Okay, so the problem is basically... So when it comes to the wagons, then the length of train. So the front part of this train is actually sticking out to the head of the yard, which means you can't drive past it. But when you go to the back, where I've just dropped the other job off, I don't know if I have enough room to shove the job back sufficiently in order to get past it. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Yeah, this could end in tears. You are absolutely right. So I'm gonna have to give it a shove and see what happens. So I'm monitoring my remote dispatch screen as well. Okay. And all of this is using precious steam. Which I need to get to the harbour. Okay, slow down. As well as daylight as well. Oh, I'll probably need to hook the wagons up. Just give me a second. But part of the reason I turned to the tank engine was, first of all, there was one available at Machine Factory in town. It's not a common sight in Derail Valley, has to be said. But also, last time I didn't get a chance to actually run it on a proper haul. Why are you? But that's what I'm looking for. Whereas now I do. Okay, so we're going to give it a shove. Right, let's do this. Oof. It is hardly moving. Hang on. It's probably because I've got the brakes on the other end. Okay, hang on. Okay, brakes to the left. Thank you. Right, I'll connect you again. Oh boy. There you go. Right, run forward. No, I didn't want to get the logo, please. Thank you. Right. Brilliant. I'm glad you figured out how to control Discord thanks to YouTube. Yeah. I know, it's a resource for all sorts of things. So one of the things I had to do recently was change a watch battery in one of the watches in my collection. And again, YouTube came to the rescue. Come on, push. I just want to shove it forward, damn it. Oh, okay. What's the problem? I don't know. I suppose it would help if I turn the brake taps on. Okay, hang on. Pressurize the air. I'm trying to fight. I am rusty. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Okay, wait for the brakes to pressurize. Now shove it. take a look. Or it's the engine that couldn't, or no, the engine can. It's the little engineer that can't. Yeah, it's my usual level of competence. Okay, this is looking promising. I think we're okay. Right, if I go and stop about here. Yeah, I've just checked. That should be fine. Perfect. All right. Now then. Okay, brakes. Okay, swizzle stick. Yeah, done. Okay, good. All right. Perfect. All right then. Now, back we go. Oh, the engine definitely can. Albeit that was more my knowledge of the track than anything that made me achieve that. Small confession. No, I don't want you. I want you. Ah. So for those of you watching, Wolfgang's just put, like the start of the stream today, I couldn't get the engine to start on my plane and I couldn't figure out why. Yeah. That sounds like the episode where I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get the brakes, why I thought the brakes were on when they weren't. Oh dear, happens to the best of us. We all have those moments. Problem is, they get worse as you get older. Okay, so now I need to go through on the through track, and then need to get rid of the job that we're not hauling to the harbour, and then figure out whether we have enough steam or water to get to the harbour in the first place. In fact, how much money have I got in my wallet? Oh, £8,000, okay. Not a lot. Fire temperature. Just noticed. Or lack of. So we're running on residual right now. There was no fuel in the plane. Oh. Yeah. Like running out of fuel in the car. I've done that a few times. I'll openly admit it. What, you worked for a breakdown company and ran out of fuel? Yes. Weirdly, I still get text messages from them when it comes to overtime and shifts they need and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why, but hey ho. Although speaking of jokes, this might be a little bit dark, but you know, when it does come time for me to leave this mortal coil, I'm very tempted. When it comes to my epitaph, I'm very tempted to have you know, here lies you know, T-Bone, and you know, born this day in 1974, and then died this day whenever. And then the epitaph will my epitaph will be see, I told you I was ill. Is that too dark? 50% when you start flying, so I have no idea what was empty. Hello? It's your aircraft, you should know. Oh, shush. Lots of water sloshing around. Okay, so I need to get rid of the scrap metal into another siding. Almost. There we go. Proper chef's kiss. Beautiful. Who thought I'd be kissing wagons of scrap metal today? Although speaking of jokes like that, what was it? Heist. Oh my goodness, the guys on Heist's channel were just telling him various jokes, and a lot of them, I swear, they were dad jokes. But my favourite has to be. I was talking to my friend about the dangers of playing Russian roulette. Only for the advice to go in one ear and out the other. Oh, I'm sorry, Wolfgang. I didn't realise. $49 years old. Good grief. I'm 40. I'll be 49 in a couple of weeks. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. It's never easy when you lose somebody. I mean, losing my father 2 years ago was bad enough. Hold on. Did I uncouple that correctly? Looks like I'm not pulling the entire consist. Let's check the brakes up. Sorry, I'm going nuts here. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Are the brakes on? Lefty loosey. Mind you, it is scrap metal. It's quite heavy. All right. Let's get this shunted out of the way. It would help if I took the brakes off, of course. Oh, I can imagine it would. Finding out news like that would finding out news like that, Wolfgang, would dampen anybody's mood. Let's face it. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to go into one of the sidings on the left, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let me just bring up the prompt. Should be enough. Okay. Right, let me go back now and set the other points. Left, left. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's shove this one back. Ah, we're getting there, guys. Honestly. Again on residual. Come on. It's not helping in some ways that I'm also filling the boiler with cold water and killing my steam pressure at the same time as using it. That's enough. That should do. Good shunting speed. Yeah, just need to back these in now. Perfect. Okay. Right. Bit of shunting work as well to get this sorted out. Oh dear. Right. Tyre brake on. All right then. Okay, that's good. I wonder if it's cold and snowing in Sweden. I imagine driving a tram in this weather must be difficult. Thinking about it. Hang on. That'll do nicely. Okay, and then Indy off, into reverse. Kira and Rod are surprisingly quiet, as well as anybody else in chat at the moment. Hey ho. Meanwhile, I'm looking to also return to air traffic control at some point. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. Very happy with that. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. What I do want to do, though, is I'm going to run back to the station house and see if I can pay for the loco to be serviced quickly. God, it's midday already. Feels like I've hardly done anything. Right, hang on. No, not you. Fees. Confirm. Okay. I think it's LO30, isn't it? Yeah, we can do that. All right, confirm. Do I have enough? Yes. Brilliant. Okay. That should service the loco. Okay. Generous amount of teleporting to get back to it. All right. So this is going to be completely cold and dark now. All right. Handbrake off. Should have a lantern. Yep, I do. Okay, let's put the lantern here. Let's shovel. Oh, that's full. Okay, that's fine. Good. So, lighter, please. Good. Pressure's coming up. Right, blower. Okay, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Lubricator. I know you're back there. Oh, there it is. Okay, and then I'm looking for I think it's the brakes. Is that one. Okay. Now that I've done that, what I do need to do is check my dispatcher to make sure that I am set up correctly. Okay, here we go. Well, where am I running to? I'm running to the harbour. So the first thing I need to do is change one of the... I can see there's one switch I need to change already. That one. Which will then take us through to here. Okay. And then... Where's that running? Yeah, that's correct. That will run to the left. That will run to the right. Oh no, this is exciting stuff. Yeah, we're all set for the harbour. That's great. Okay, fantastic. Well, in that case, let's go. Let's go, people. Right, let's get some more coal in. All right, I'm going to give a couple of clicks there and... Here we go. Oh, back in. There we go. So it's okay. I was clicking on the other screen. I was thinking, why isn't this working? Something's squealing away. Hold on. That would help. I'm doing well. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Perfect. Yeah, chat's gone very, very quiet. Is anybody there? Okay, that sounds good. Right, get shoveling. Try and keep the pressure up. Hey, thanks, Rod. A minute I'm thinking, oh, am I all alone? Nicely hooked up, 40 mile an hour at the moment. Well, 40 kilometers per hour, I should say. Do need some water, though. Okay, let's turn that down. Bring the damper up. Clearly we need fire temperature. Okay, we're a bit of a grade at the moment. Okay, well the fire temperature's pegged at 1200 degrees C, that's good. As long as she can sustain this kind of running, we're good. Alrighty then. Oh, that's the point, Wolfgang. Are you going to bed early or are you staying around? I know you normally have to get up early for work. Okay, stop the injection. Hopefully that will help. Right, more coal. Okay, what's the grade here? It's not telling me. Well, are we going? We're going left. 0.6. Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, you were messing around with the screen tech. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I know. Kid with a new toy. Although the joke, of course, the joke goes on Christmas morning that you're free tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. Well, that's good. Gives you plenty of time to do things. Okay, we're getting this loco shifting quite nicely now. I suppose you could say I'm free every day at the moment. I think I'm due to go to a friend's house Sunday week. And as it's fairly close to my birthday, I've said, well, it's entirely up to you, because normally we have a games night, so we'll probably play some board games. I said it's entirely up to you, but if you want to celebrate my birthday a little bit early, that's up to you. You can if you wish. Because I can't see me having a birthday party on my birthday this year. I don't think I'll be up to it somehow. I think I need just a bit more pressure. Right, let's get the coal going. Okay, and I think, let's see, how is the fire temperature doing? All balancing at this. We're doing okay for water. And how are we doing? Oh, okay. Doing okay. As we come across country. I think I can afford to just... That's it. Give it a little bit more on the reverser. Okay, so I can probably bring the damper down a little. Constant injection at the moment, so I'm just keeping my eye on my sight glass though. She's doing well, this little loco. 50 kilometers per hour, so 30 miles an hour at the moment. And gaining. Beautiful. Yep, steam pressure's doing okay. Yep, just give it a shovel. Although, speaking of jokes, okay, here's one that's not dark in terms of tone. So this this is to do with a series that's on Radio 4 that's called I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, which is apparently the antidote to panel games, and they play all sorts of silly games. So, for example, they'll have a round which is called One Song to the Tune of Another, So that you'll have the lyrics to one song, but they'll use the tune of another song to sing it to. Or they've got to try and play a piece of music with Swanee Whistle and Kazoo. That's another round. There's also the very famous Mornington Crescent. But one of the things they have is they have letters. Well, they have letters purportedly from Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. And there's a whole compilation of them. But probably one of my favourites is, because it used to go, the host many years ago, God rest him, was Humphrey Littleton, who was fortunate enough to actually, he was a jazz trumpet player. I was fortunate enough to actually play on stage with him. Great guy, fantastic guy. I'm just going to back off on the throttle here. And make sure that we're filled up here. Where are we? Okay, yeah, doing fine. But anyway, so he says to the audience, so our post bags have been inundated with a letter from Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, and the audience cheers. He says the letter is as follows: Dear Norman. Which I think that's great. Oh, okay, we're on the downhill stretch now. Dear Norman, I've arrived. Yeah, wonderful man, Humph. Yeah, he was. He was an absolute gentleman and a scholar. I didn't get to talk to him personally, but the way how he interacted with the band and everything else, brilliant guy. But yeah, dear Norman, I've arrived at my hotel. In Rill, and then the letter carries on. Weather is. Food is quite. I'm enjoying the. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis. And then it goes, P.S. I was writing this during a power cut, and the power cut, and the only way I was able to write it was using a lighthouse as a sort of light source. I'm thinking that's just genius. Oh dear. Brown's like Uxbridge English Dictionary, although a friend of mine she's a truck driver, and she was telling me she was listening to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, and apparently the episode was, because it's hosted by Jack D these days, he's a very deadpan comic, and apparently the episode was so hilarious she nearly crashed the truck, bless her. So that's quite a something. Oh man, I don't know why I'm tripping over my words today. There we go. I know, bit of a groaner. Definitely a Barry Cryer kind of joke, that is. Just need to recover some steam. I'm coasting at the moment. Yeah, seem to be on a downhill grade, so we're doing okay. In fact, if I have a look, yeah, we're on the approach to harbour now. I know there's a sharp turn coming up somewhere. Look at that. You gotta love the fact. Hang on. I need to... There is a camera mode somewhere. That's beautiful. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh dear. Ah, yeah, phone pranks on radio. Yeah, there's a brilliant one on YouTube when it comes to phone pranks. And it's this little Irish girl, and she rings up a demolition company. And she says, "Can you tell me how much you would charge to blow up my school?" It's genius. "Can you blow it up with all the teachers in it?" It's like, what? But the guy on the other phone actually goes along with it. Genius. There was also, speaking of phone pranks, there was a series on Channel 4 and it's called Phone Jacker. They called an auto repair shop and it turned out they were listening to the show. Yeah, that can happen. But Phone Jacker was just brilliant. So you'd have a character, it had this guy and it'd have several characters. And he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant for doing all these different characters. But he had one that would deliberately mispronounce certain things. So for example, he'd ring up an electronic shop. And it'd be, hello? Hello, yes. I'd like to talk to you about a dooved. Which one is it? Dooved. Yes, you're dooved. You're dooveder. Yes. Oh, that's a bit spicy. That's a bit spicy. I don't know whether that's going to make it. Yeah, that's very spicy. Holy. Hang on. I just went round a 40 corner. I just like, is the train still intact? I think I was doing about 60 at the time. I just got distracted. But yeah. Yes, I'm ringing about your doofda. Which what the guy says. Doofda. He says, "Can you spell it for me?" He says, "Yes, it's a D, V. Oh, DVD. Yes, I want to talk to you about your doofda." No, it's DVD. Yes, doofda. Yes. Because, first there was the verse, then there was the Betamax, and now I'm looking for a doofda. And it just carries on like that. Yes, I'm looking to buy a doofda and a look at the turf. What? You mean an LCD TV? Yes, look at the turf. Is it ready for the hood? It's great. Well, seems to be rolling okay. Yeah, that was a bit spicy coming around that corner. I probably went as white as a sheet. Thinking, that's going to derail. Also, I was pressing keys frantically only to find I was pressing the wrong one. That should be good enough. About 2 bar. And release. But he'd do all sorts of characters. He'd have one where basically he pretended to be a mouse, and he'd ring up like pest control as a mouse, saying, "How do you kill a cat?" What? I mean, I love cats. I'd love to own a cat at some point, but not right now. I'm struggling to look after myself, let alone a cat. Okay, we appear to have arrived at the harbour, which is great. Fantastic. However, with the time reaching nearly 20 to 10, I need to fix a problem with my mug. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably tell, it is tea time. So, go and get your tea, go and get your biscuits, all that kind of jazz. But whatever you do, don't go away. And we're back. Okay, so a few forecasts have come in from various viewers. So apparently it's minus 11 degrees and the snow is white on the ground in Sundbyberg, which is in Sweden. It's 1 degree C, clear skies in Yorkshire, the land of great tea and all sorts of wonderful, wonderful things. I've had a look at Watford as well. Watford at the moment is reported as 3 degrees C, occasional clouds and dry, which is great. And in terms of Birmingham, currently we're getting the last report was about half an hour ago. Currently got a winds are coming in from 320 degrees, 4 knots. We've got clear skies, fairly clear sky, good visibility, fairly clear skies. Scattered clouds at about 3,200 feet. And temperature at the moment is 3 degrees C with the dew point at 1. So potentially it could end up, if that gets any colder, we could end up with some mist and fog. So fantastic. Okay, so let's get back to it, shall we? All right, so let's see. Let's do that and that. There we go. So it looks like the train is being pushed forward by just on gravity at the moment, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, also I want to... Let's see. Let's get rid of that and that. Okay, let's have a look at the job that's at the back of the train. So I can see that's LH59. How do you know it's LH59? This is what that remote dispatcher does. So you can see my train, and you can see all of the job numbers and everything else. It's brilliant. It's a fantastic mod. If you play this game, truly is. Makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so right, so LH59, which is this one, is now at the back. We want this to go to D5S. Well, D's in that direction. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So what's at the front? Front's FH20. Oh, right. Okay, so the loco obviously has now been reversed. It's all right. Okay, so now what we've got is I've got to take this job to that, and that. Because that's how the... Basically, when I look at my bar, look at the bar at the bottom. So I know which jobs I've got where. Okay, that's going to make things difficult. Oh, trust me to make things difficult for myself. Okay, I'm just having a look at the E. I mean, the E sidings are absolutely full. How am I going to switch this? I think what I need to do is actually I need to go to the F sidings. So I need to reverse. Okay, let's do that then. It certainly does. So the challenge is that I've got a load at the back, which is going to be a bit tricky to get to where it needs to. Because in essence, the way I've prepared the train was in my head. the right way around. But because I've had to switch the loco to the other end of the train, it's now the wrong way round. Genius. Oh, good grief. Who said shunting wasn't fun? Because I've got, I think it's 3 jobs to deliver. So I need to go to the F sidings. F for Foxtrot. Don't get any ideas. I wonder where Cooper's disappeared to. Is he playing around with his new PC? Probably. Well, congrats on making it harder for myself. Yeah. I think the main... although the thing is with the condition I've got, has to be said, for me, it's the little things that you achieve. And it's things that most people would take for granted. Like even getting out of bed and getting dressed. That's an achievement. Sometimes. Believe it or not. I mean, I was going to go and see my... I was going to go to the doctors today. I was going to go and see the general practitioner. And what stopped me was somebody parked across the drive. And that was enough to put me off going to the doctors. Oh, more chances to blow up. Well, at the moment, I'm on residual pressure, so we're all right. No, I want this. Hoofer doofer, please. Okay. Thanks, Wolfgang. Yeah, but I've spoken to the doctor. Spoke to my GP, general practitioner or doctor, and they're going to try and arrange some counselling for me, which I'm hoping will be done in the next few days. I think that's progress. Has to be said. Considering some of the thoughts I've had recently have been pretty dark. I don't want to go into too much detail. $1.9 on water, okay. Probably got enough to get these jobs delivered. Well, oh, right, okay, Wolfgang. Well, I'm not alone then. Mind you, I think that's one of the things that's happened. I mean, you know, one of the things that's, I mean, in terms of mental health awareness, I think that's shot up over the years. And it has to be said, I think more people have potentially gone through it over the period of COVID than anybody prior to that. I think some of the things that happened during COVID to various countries to do with lockdowns and everything else, I don't think they were particularly helpful, but I don't want to get too far into politics. Old friends of yours. Not very good friends, to be honest. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that. But at least I suppose you realised in time to think, okay, I could do better than this. So at least that's something. Okay, let's have a look at this dispatcher now. So I need to get the back of the train into this siding. Albeit, how long is this siding? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can run around it. No problem. All right, so. I'm fortunate enough to have some good friends. I'm the kind of person that tends to have a close-knit group of friends rather than loads of people. The only thing I'm bad at is potentially keeping in touch. At least recently, although I've been doing a little bit more of that recently, of late, which again is an encouraging sign. Yeah, struggling against depression is not easy, Wolfgang. So, you're not alone. It's something that I understand, and a lot of people have understood. You know, prior to us being here. In fact, Winston Churchill famously suffered from it, and he called depression his black dog. Interestingly, I can kind of understand that term and why he said that. Yeah, I wonder where you went, Kuba. Where did you go? Knowing our luck, chaps, he's gone for a nice fillet steak and a couple of glasses of wine. Or he's been busy playing around with his PC. Mind you, is it worth placing bets on that one? It's okay. Things come up, I know. Oh, yeah. Phone call. It's a bit like, yeah, I know what you mean with certain phone calls. It's like, oh, please. Please, no. Stop it. In fact, the one thing I will have to say is working in customer service and working in call centres for so long, I have gotten to the point, and I think maybe it's partly down to mental health, but I think it's also partly maybe down to the job that I've done. Oh, scam callers. Yeah, we've spoken to that. I've spoken about that on stream. I know that. Will it explode? Will it combust? Will it get a blue screen? What, your computer? Well, it depends. Did you build it? You built it yourself, right? So if you built it yourself, only you would know that. Just need to blow down a little bit. There we go. Oh my word, the light's fading. Again. Oh, spotted an autosave. Cheers, guys. The only problem is my mum's given me a light green cup, a light green mug. Okay, your friend built it. All right. Well, the good news is, as your friend built it, if it does go wrong, you've got someone to blame. If you build it yourself, you've only got yourself to blame, you see? Yeah, I think you did the right thing there. Yeah, genius move, Keeper. I like it. Hopefully, manage to get Steam sorted. I mean, I'm managing to get Steam sorted at the moment. I need to get Flight Sim sorted out at some point, particularly with my my controller. I've got an X52, which was made by Cytec, which is now Cytec no longer exists. It's taken over by Logitech, so it's now technically a Logitech X52. So I need to get that plugged in and configured and all that kind of stuff. Huh. Doesn't load or it's laggy. I'm not sure why Steam would do that. I've never had an issue with Steam. So we're back to yeah, that I agree. That is odd. Meanwhile, we're back to doing what this engine's really good at, which is shunting. Oh, I would do that with a blower because we're going at fairly slow speeds. Could be. Either that or you can go, "Oi, mate, you built this PC. Can you tell me why this isn't working?" Glad you changed your name back, by the way, Cuba. Much better. Yeah, uninstall and reinstall is one of the ways, yeah. Mind you, one of the things I'll tell you with Steam is I never install it on my C drive. I have a separate drive for Steam and games and stuff like that. Have done for a while, actually, even on my previous build. But I'm happy with the way this build turned out, certainly. You liked all the blow jokes and suck jokes, yeah. To do with yeah, it's Hoover instead of hover. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit spicy. Ah, there we go. It's not a hovercraft, it's a hovercraft. Okay, that's good. Now we need to disconnect this load from the rest of it. That's the next job. I could do with the torch at this point. Hang on. There we are. Yeah, that's done. Okay, good. Hoovercraft. It's a hovercraft. Unless you're doing that, unless you're just doing that on purpose in order to wind me up. Cubercraft. Ah, there you go. I quite like that one. Nice one, Rod. Yeah, that works. In fact, if you did Minecraft on your channel, that would be perfect, Cubercraft. That should be enough. Okay, reverse, yeah. Right, brakes off, let's go. Good grief, what happened to you? There we are. I'll put the dynamo on. Yeah, I like it. I think that's awesome, particularly if you did Minecraft. That would be fantastic. But even if you didn't, no, that works really well as a channel name. Hats off to Rod for the suggestion. I mean, mine came about mainly down to, well, partly because it's a nickname I was given many years ago, but I thought it would be a good way to have a channel in terms of the activity that you're doing. And it does. Minecraft is going for a big change. The villagers are being changed and everything's really annoying. Ah, okay. There's something I never knew, but I never really played Minecraft, to be fair. Okay, that's gone past the point I need. That's enough brake. Okay, so these wagons that I've got now, I think it's D5. LH59, let's have a look. Yeah, D5S. All right, let me just set that up. You might have heard that just faintly. See, basically various points changing. D5S is there. So what I'm doing is I'm actually looking at a screen and I'm going, okay, I need to change the points this way. Cool. Yeah, that works. Crafting and building. Yeah, can do. Yeah. Yeah, Wolfgang's got a really good point. Okay, that should be set up. into forwards and let's go. Point, change the lights. A little bit of water. There you go. Rod has obviously got a skill. He liked the debate when it comes to channel names. But no, that was the idea of it. So then potentially if I wanted to do other channels, I could do, say, T-Bone Reviews or T-Bone Is something. That was my idea. At least originally. Oh. Coal, yes. Oh, it's full. Blimey. Why has he gone out? Come on. Well, I would say it does. Personally. I'll sleep on it. See how you feel in the morning. Oh dear, is that us run out of water? Yes, we're out of water. Well, you may get an explosion yet, fellas, because we've run out of water. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good idea. Potentially, because we're out of water at the moment. I haven't got much in the way of residual pressure. Potentially, yeah, because we have no water left in the tender. So the only water that's left is in the sight glass. So once this sounds like it's going to, once this sounds like fish and chips being put, well, chips being put on in a frying pan, we've got problems. The graphics card I use is a GTX 3080 Ti. And I've got a 5950X. In fact, the specs of my PC are listed on the channel. Okay, that should be heading into the siding nicely. Although, I remember when I was buying the parts from my PC, it was around the time there was a graphics card shortage. And it took me a long time to actually finish the build off and get a 3080 Ti. Has to be said. Okay, I'm going to put the independent on at this point. All right. Okay, let's tie this one off. to the point where I think I got the graphics card about 3, maybe 4 months prior to the 40 series on launching. But by then, I thought it was about maybe 4 months or so. But by then, I thought I just want to build a PC. I don't want to end up waiting for a 40 series and then end up waiting in a queue again. So I thought, no, I'm just going to build it. Just get it done. Get it done. That seemed to be the best idea. Okay, so that's that job now done. Oh, fire's gone out. We might be okay. Question is, do we have enough pressure in the boiler to do everything? I don't think we do. So what I may have to do is... we're backing up now. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to put this train in the siding, or this engine in the siding. I'm going to have to finish it off with a DE2. Sorry. Unless I can get it serviced. Because there's no way I can get this job done otherwise. Although we're just passing the station, that's quite handy. Hold on. Hold on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea. Right, because I need to hand a job in. Yeah, when it comes out. Certainly when it's dark, I agree. Particularly when you're coming down the tracks. Right. Okay, so 4,700. But one of those jobs has been done now. This one. There we go. Oh, it's only taken 200 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Right, give me the money. Thank you. 13,700. Right, clear fees. Hey presto. My little engine now has coal and water. Which means I can actually go back to the original plan. I know, that's a little bit of a hack, but hey. Where did I park it? Somewhere here. Oh, there we are. There you are. Okay, now then. F20? Yep, okay. So, let's get some water in. One step away from becoming a horror game. Yeah. I says it occasionally. You know, it's quite literally,
this place is nothing but a ghost town.
Oh. All the businesses are closed down. Yeah. It isn't ready to. It is T-Bone playing after all. Oh, thanks. Mind you, one of my one of the new subscribers said so, because he left me a really nice comment, and he says, I wouldn't have the courage to show my face on camera. I was thinking, yeah, what? Because mine's such a horror story. I couldn't resist while we're on that topic. Right, okay, what do we need? Dynamo, air pump, lubricator. Headlights have got to go into reverse, please. All right, put that away. Anything could happen in the next half hour. Yeah, like a Jerry Anderson. Okay, let's see. Come on. Thank you. Okay, let's get some pressure back. Goes through coal like a dose of Epsom salts. Okay. Oh, we need to blow down. Yeah, indeed we do. Too much water in the boiler now. That's better. Done that a few times. At least this stream anyway. Brake. Yep. Wolfgang says, I've shown my face on camera. I'm surprised I haven't lost all my subscribers. Oh, bless you. All I know is if I ever take a journey to Stockholm and spot you on a tram, I'll wait to the end of your shift and buy you a beer. Assuming you drink beer, of course. Although, many years ago, I went on tour with a big band to Holland and Germany. And the one thing I loved in Germany was schnapps. Oh, man. We went to a restaurant and the schnapps was complimentary. Oh, boy. I think the restaurant regretted that decision with an 18-piece big band. Oh. To say the least. Okay. Next job. Okay, so I think we might need to run round. Let's see. So we've got... Okay, so you need to go to G5 and you need to go to C2. Oh, great. Okay, so one needs... Right, okay. Which one's which? Right, so you are... Hey! Welcome to the 200 Sub Club, my friend. Fantastic achievement. Well done. Well done. That definitely deserves one of these. Good job. Okay, so let's see. Which job's this? That's FH24. Right, I've got FH10. Ooh, 202. Yeah, I've just cracked 220. But how long it stays there is anybody's guess. FH10. Okay, so it's FH10 that needs to go where? G5. Yeah, again, I'm going to have to approach it forwards and then drag it out. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it's going to be there. Oh, you're welcome. You deserve it, to be fair, Wolfgang. You never know. You never know at this rate. You might be able to buy a better microphone. But to be fair, that's more to do with microphone placement. I mean, mine is right in front of me, as you can see. To give you some idea how far it is, it's about a fist away. Literally. Okay. Oh, you've got a short. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that at some point. Hang on, which way am I going? No, I need to go forwards, don't I? Yeah, I do. I do need to go forwards. Okay, so change the lights over. Now, here's one thing you can't do with a diesel electric. I'm going backwards, I can just do that. Cool. Okay. Great, Wolfgang. I'll have to check it out at some point. I definitely need to get into video production. Nice. Well, that's good. I'm glad Cooper liked it. Do you still have a problem opening that door in the 9th short? Mind you. You saying the 9th. All I can think is da 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 dee da da dee da dee dee da dee da da da. Don't know why. Unlike the 5th, which of course is da 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 da. All right, here we go. And clunk. I have no idea what door he's talking about. Oh, goodness me. Seriously? No, won't reach. Hold on. You with a... Yeah, weirdly, I'm not easy to search for on YouTube. If you type my channel name in, it's odd. The first thing you get is Vanos is gaming. I'd imagine he's probably Spanish or something. Let's see. I need to go to the back of FH10. And decouple. Right, let's have a look. I must admit, it's a bit spooky in my headphones at the moment. What I can hear is wind howling and... Oh. Gives me the creeps. FH10, FH24. Okay, so this is where I need to break the consist. Okay. All you need now is the sound of an owl. Lord knows why I can hear a cuckoo. Okay. this time of night. I can hear crickets. Mind you, I still remember when Kubi said, happy 200 subscribers, T-Bone, and then the next day, I had 197, 199 or 198 or something. 2 left. It's like, oh God, why? Why? Oh. Well, I'm having to fill up again. Check the sight glass. Yep, that should be good. More coal. Wow, this is a hungry and thirsty thing when you're doing this kind of work. Well, it's the unpredictable nature of doing YouTube as somebody who creates, you know, videos and shorts and that kind of stuff. As you well know, I can't stand the term content. I'm a bit like a certain kernel failure on that score. No, thank you. In fact, the use of the word content these days is unbelievable. Everything's content, according to the way how content is currently used today. No, it isn't. I was going to say, that sounds like a lot of water in the cylinders. Okay, let's have a look. So we need... Let's have a look at the back. But at some point, guys, I will figure out a way to show you this remote dispatch mod because it's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to G. This makes things... It makes things easier in some respects. Okay, so it's F10, isn't it? G5I is where we're going. So I can set all the points in advance. And just push forward, really. Job done. great. Fantastic. And I can even see my train in real time on the map. So I know exactly when the back of the train has passed a set of points and when I can switch them and all that kind of stuff. Makes things a lot simpler. But also it gives me something else to think about, something else to do within the game. Otherwise, the only real mods are kind of sort of skins and that kind of stuff. I've taken a look at some of them. Some of them are quite nice, actually. Just make sure I'm coming into G. Yeah, I am. I think one of the key things I would say about when it comes to attracting people to your channel, I think is actually yourself. It's your personality. It's the way you come across and the way that you present yourself. I think that has a lot to do with it. At least in my opinion. Okay, let's see now. That'll do. Let's get some more coal in the fire. Okay, that's glowing nice and red hot now. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Straight in, no problem. Another autosave. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. All right, I'm looking for... There it is, 5i. I'll apply the independent at this point. Yeah, that's true, actually. Although, I mean, there are some people that like to watch games. I don't know how or why. But it has to be said, there are people that actually watch various games without any commentary whatsoever. And you think, what's the attraction? It's like me. I mean, there's, for example, with World of Tanks, there's a channel that's been going for donkey's years. And it's called Lacho, Lacho, What Replays. And all this channel does is basically record the replay as is. No specific editing, flair, or anything like that. And that's it, job done. And he's the first one to do it, but that's the reason why he's successful, or she. But to me, no. It comes, you know, the value when it comes to games is the value is what you add to it. In the terms of the way that you play the game, but also in terms of what you say over the game. And when we've had a good chat about things, we've been able to talk about some more serious issues, but we've also been able to have a bit of fun and a few laughs, which is great. That's fantastic. And generally speaking, that's fine. I don't mind my stream being like that. And I certainly don't mind being candid about a few things. I think the only thing I wouldn't necessarily discuss on stream is politics and world events and that kind of stuff. No, thank you. Trust me, I have those discussions with my mother, and there are certain discussions when it comes to politics that make my blood boil. However, if I discuss them on YouTube, I would no longer have a YouTube channel. Because they seem to be very sensitive about those kind of things. And bear in mind, this is a gaming channel. If I was doing a channel to do with, you know, a political commentary and that kind of stuff, that would be different. But I'm not. Okay, back we go. Right, last one. I think you're seeing a pattern. A lot of back and forth, basically. So, this is what tank engines are good at. Very good at. Okay, last one. One of the advantages of using the independent is it's far more immediate in reaction. Okay, that's good. That should do it. That's pretty nice. Come back! Darn it! Okay, let's put a handbrake on. You have to consider, you know, the live streams I do tend to be about 4 hours. So to watch that kind of video takes some commitment, or it takes multiple sessions to do. And yet you will get some streamers and they'll sit there in front of their monitor and they will say absolutely nothing. I mean, the only time I do that tends to be if I'm having to concentrate very intensely. Sorry, very intense. I have to concentrate with great intensity. That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say. That was a bit truncated, but I got there in the end. Or the air compressor does the samba. Or the rumba, or whatever it is. Okay, fire's out. 2 days are gonna be the day where you fire in the hardest hours. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. There you go. Takes you back to the 90s. Okay, back we go. Oh, I think the inky blackness of night is going as well. That's nice. Kitchman, hello! Welcome to the stream and welcome to the gang. It's good to see you. I forgot to... What? What are you talking about? I am coupled. Wolfgang, stop it. Right, so this is the last job. Oh, no, I don't... Right, although it does need charging. Hang on. You're trying to make me second guess, aren't you? That's what you're doing. Oh. Why I order. But, yeah, nice to see somebody new in chat. It's always great. I don't mind anyone who's watching potentially silently and lurking as well. That's absolutely fine. You do you. Oh, no, I don't want to... Will you... Go away. I meant the hoofer doofer. Right, so where is this one going? Right, okay. Let me go to my dispatch window and have a look. So it's FH24. That is going to C2I. But Kidgeman, you've missed a vast majority of the stream. I generally start at about I generally start at 7:30 UK time if I'm streaming. Just to let you know. For future reference. But everyone else in the chat, do give Kidgeman a good welcome. Trust me, they're a friendly bunch. Honest. Not that good with time zones. Okay, so where are you from, Kidgeman? Please do tell me and I'll give you an idea. Because I'm pretty good with time zones. C2I. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Yeah, Wolfgang's absolutely right. Eastern Standard, so it's 5 hours. So that means I start at 2:30 in the afternoon for you. Okay, so that should be set for C2I. Yeah, it is. Perfect. Okay, let's go then. All right. Now, into forward. It's all right. There's certain time zones I just know really well, and that's mainly down to... Oh, I was... As most people in chat know, I was a cruise ship musician about 20 years ago. So I used to spend a lot of time on the eastern seaboard. So it's a time zone I know very well indeed, including all its little quirks. So yeah, I'm pretty good with US time zones particularly. Not so good with Aussie. And sort of anything east of Europe. I'd have to look it up, or I'd have to use one of my world time watches or something like that. Certainly not the watch I'm wearing today anyway. I'm wearing a nice vintage piece actually. It's an RAF watch, or a watch that was allocated to someone who served in the RAF in 1988. But it's okay. You can catch up on the stream later, and that's absolutely fine. It normally goes unlisted just after it's been broadcast, and what I try to do is I try to get rid of the intro section, or basically the countdown section, I should say. But for some unknown reason, the chat replay on YouTube it's not working, which is really useful. Not. Which is why I tend to sort of narrate on what people are saying. But it's good that you caught us live. That's the main thing. It's always a different experience. Okay, let's make sure this is going into C2. Oh, no it isn't. No it isn't. I've got it wrong. Right, jam the brakes on. Hang on, it's going into C1S, and I need it's definitely C2. No, not that one. Yeah, it's definitely C2. All right, okay. Back it up. Doing well today. Remarkably, touch wood, I haven't blown the train up. I haven't blown the train up yet. Much to everyone's disappointment. I've had some spectacular blow-ups in the past. And things go horribly wrong. It doesn't work if you edit the video on YouTube. You just leave the stream without doing anything else. The chat works, does it? Huh. It used to be that I could actually edit the first part of the stream where you get a countdown out, and it would still retain the chat. I'll give that a try, Wolfgang, and see what happens. Right, shovel. Yeah. Well, I need to get shoveling. Hang on. Darn it. I still think one of the daft things in Derail Valley is the fact you can actually have the lighter lit and open and then put it back in your pocket, and there's no consequence. That's, I think, if you did that in real life, you might have a problem. I'll give that a try and see what happens. So when it comes to chat, Wolfgang, thanks. Oh, water in the cylinders. So what other games I've been playing? Well, I've been playing some mobile. I've been playing chess recently. I've been getting back into playing chess. Mainly with friends. There's a friend of mine that I regularly play who calls me a chess master. Trust me, I'm not. I'm a beginner. But I've been playing some randoms as well and taking various lessons and doing puzzles and that kind of stuff. But also I've been playing another game called Auto Chess, which you can play either on mobile or PC, and it's free. Although I think it's only available on Epic, and if you've got obviously objections to that, then, you know, I understand. But it is available on Google Play on Android. I don't know about iOS. What have I done here? Oh, it's that switch. Okay, good. All right. Now, let's get this one in. Did you see that? See the Loca kind of lurch to the left as it went? Okay, that's a little unnerving. All right, shush with your water in your cylinders. Honestly. Oh, with the lighter, yeah, absolutely. You might feel a little bit hot and uncomfortable. I think the next thing will happen is probably you'll be calling for an ambulance. Particularly if you're unfortunate to be wearing something like a shell suit or a tracksuit at the time that's made of sort of polyester or something plastic. Worst thing you could be wearing in that kind of circumstance. Because it will just melt and stick to your skin. Ugh. Even the thought of it, ugh, makes me feel icky. Yeah, yeah, just a bit. Oh, the amount of song references you could put to that as well. Okay, let's tie handbrake on. All right. Perfect. So that's 4 jobs done with this. Smashing. Well done. All with a little S060. Fantastic. Brilliant. I love this little loco. I think it's great. Okay, let's back her up. We didn't start the fire. Yeah, that's one. All right, easy. Easy, fella. Hold on. Yeah, where are you going in a hurry? Probably to the engine shed. Although technically, it's actually called a roundhouse. I found out. They even found out why they disappeared on the rail network. Thanks to Heist. Burning Love, yeah. Disco Inferno. Call the Fire Brigade. I think there's one in the 60s, isn't there? Fire, ready to burn, or something like that. See, these are the games we play. It's great. Who said it was about driving trains? Anyway, no, not you. Oh, no, not you. Will you go away? Stop it. Now, come on, Hoofer Doofer. Do your Hoofer Doofing job. Thank you. Goodness me. Seriously, you had one job, Hoofer Doofer. One freaking job. Oh, there's that song that goes, whoa, you set me on fire. I can't do it up the octave. You must be joking. Oh, I can't remember which band it is either. Right then. Forwards we go. Yeah, I can just do this on residual. It's fine. Oh, one of the mods you can actually get now is you can actually get the faces on the front of the logo, so you could actually do almost like Thomas the Tank Engine. You could do kind of episodes. Don't expect me to do it with a Liverpudlian accent. You must be kidding. And I'm certainly not going to imitate George Carlin. Although George Carlin, yeah, because George Carlin actually did the narration for the... Oh, you're going to bed? All right. Good night then, Cuba. Sleep well. It's been lovely to see you. You're not the only one that's going to bed. This S060 is going to bed too. Oh. Is that too far forward? No, we're fine. Okay. Perfect. Nice. All right then. Seriously, my lamp's there. Wow. Okay. Mind you, I've got the light bulb on. Oh, here's one. How many software engineers does it take to change a light bulb? None, because it's a hardware issue. Sorry. Oh dear. That's a bit of a groaner. Sorry, you can forgive me later. Yeah, very little pressure left in the cylinders. Okay, so there's an old roundhouse build here in the Sundyberg, but it's not used. Yeah. Well, the way to explain a roundhouse is, if you think about it like a tool belt. Very enlightening joke. I like it, Kitchman. Well done. Yeah, definitely a light bulb moment if you ask me. Just give me a sec. Have to mute the mic when I adjust the chair because otherwise it makes all sorts of weird and wonderful noises. Yeah. So with the roundhouse, if the best way to describe it is think about your tool belt. So with a tool belt, you'll have things that you might have a hammer, a screwdriver, you might have some spanners, that kind of stuff, right? So it's very much the same thing with a roundhouse. It used to be that you'd have different locos in a roundhouse because they're all good at different jobs. So, for example, a tank engine like this is very good at shunting work and probably more sort of like branch lines and, short runs and that kind of stuff. A great big beast like this, an S282, is much better at running long, heavy freight and that kind of stuff. In fact, what's the wheel configuration? 284. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. I have been waiting to see one of these for umpteen episodes. If you don't know what I'm looking at, this is a DM3. Diesel mechanical. So, we have something new to play with. Oh, I am looking forward to this. That'll be awesome. But with the time just gone, 11:15, and no real time to do a new job, I think it's time for me to do this. So I'd like to thank everyone for turning out tonight. I'd like to thank my regulars as well, Wolfgang, Rod, Kuba, and everyone else is there, and Kitchman as well, who's new to the stream, and it's lovely to see him here. Also, my mother is watching downstairs, who's is probably waving at the moment. Bless her. But I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was great fun driving an S060 and actually taking it across the map. It was, wonderful. But in the meantime, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I hope you have a good week. But next time we will be driving a diesel mechanical, which I haven't driven before. But until then, take care. God bless. And enjoy your gaming. This is T-Bone logging off. Good night.